What's going on, brothers? What's going on? It is your dude, Mr. International Passport, here again for yet another Future Classic live stream. Before I go any further, first and foremost, press a 1 in the live stream chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Who's in the building? Press a 1. Who's in the Jupiter? I see you, bro. Thanks for confirming. Who else is here? Press a 1. Base pill clips. Give me a couple more ones if my audio is clean, crisp, and concise. Raphael Taylor in the building. Awesome. Can I get a couple more ones? Who's in the building? Who's here? How's my audio? Is it good across the board? Mayday, check 1, 2. Chili bean, awesome. So, first and foremost, brothers, as you can see in the screen, okay, y'all got 24 hours to grab the last remaining spots into my Python course. There's around 15 or 16 spots left, right? For me to teach y'all Python, kickstart your IT career, give you that important skill set going forward. So yeah, brothers, last few spots up for grab. It ends 18th February. Okay, sign-ups 18th February, Sunday, 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. Again, I've told you IT is the future, remote working, job opportunities, being around the world, working anywhere you want to. IT will offer you that capability. I'm teaching you Python, beginners all the way to intermediate. Okay, it will be an interactive session. You'll be with other brothers, networking, etc., etc., and you have access to all the intel on the Patreon too when classes start. So the power's in your hand, brothers. The power's in your hand. The last 15, 16 spots up for grabs. I look forward to teaching you starting next week, Sunday on the 25th of February. Okay, join it, brothers, because again, me and Phil keep telling you IT is the future. It's going to save you, brothers. So let's get straight into it, right? Finland, I want to say a huge thank you for the support over the past couple of years. Your support is greatly appreciated. I welcome aboard new people. I accept and I embrace you with open arms. When you come in tonight, hit the super chats, hit the PayPal donations. If you can, that'd be greatly appreciated. YouTube takes a 45% cut of each and every single super chat. That's quite a lot. So if you can hit the PayPal, that'd be great. Cop the merch too. Book your IT consultations for IT career guidance or join the platinum tier for IT mentorship. And of course, cop the merch too. And join the Patreon for insight into foreign women. There is an explicit, raw, unfiltered version in regards to Estonian women. Sorry, in regards to Finnish women, Finland women on the Patreon right now. And let me tell you, brothers, Finnish women from Finland are freaks, but only on the Patreon. We can't speak on this on YouTube. So if you want to hear how freaky Finland women are in the bedroom, go on the Patreon, okay? We got over an hour intel there. So let's get straight into it, right? Today, we shall be speaking about Finland. I got a very special guest here with me called Mr. Kevin. Kevin, how you doing, bro?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, bro. I'm doing fantastic, Kevin. So, Mr. Kevin, give us a brief intro about yourself, where you're from, and anything interesting about you, bro. Break it down for us, please.
I live in New York State. I'm in healthcare right now, and just basically like to travel whenever I can. I prefer Europe to any place, and that's basically where I'll be traveling for the next. Well, at least this year. Maybe next year I may do Asia, but for the most part, I've been happy in Europe.
Interesting, bro. Why do you prefer Europe? Because obviously, as a brother, a Black American brother in the States, a lot of brothers, right, that I've met, that I spoke to, love the South America region. They love that peanut butter brown skin, right? That's in Colombia, that's in Brazil, long black hair. But you're more into European women. Why is that, bro? Break it down.
I think well one thing about Europe I like, it's like a 7-hour trip for the most part. Crime is very low. The dollar in many cases go further, and I think the people, it's really nice to see see like white people that treat black people a little different than they do in the U.S.
So you're telling me, brother, that white people in Europe treat black men better than white people do in America?
Yes. Yeah,
Interesting.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we kind of just blend in. They just see us as just another person. As opposed to in the U.S. where race is more a factor.
Okay. Interesting there, bro. Interesting. So, Finland, let's get straight into it, brother. Um, where were you in Finland? What city or cities were you at, brother? In Finland.
So I was in Helsinki, and then I've been in some of the suburbs, and I basically forgot what the suburbs what the name of the suburbs were. I was in Estonia, so I just took the ferry over to Finland, and I stayed about 4 or 5 days.
Awesome. And that was mostly in Helsinki, right?
Yes.
Awesome, bro. So, as passport bros, Finland, right, is a very interesting area because that's near Russia, if I'm not mistaken. So, in my intro on the Patreon, right, the brother mentioned that, and shout out to Jupiter for the intel. He mentioned that Russian women are in Finland because it's so close to Russia, right? So before
Oh
we
yeah.
even go, to, yeah, before we even break down Finnish women and all that jazz, right? I need to know about the overall aspects of Finland because if I'm a passport bro, accommodation is important for me, food, internet. So my first question to you, brother, is accommodation wise, where were you staying in Finland? Was it hotel? Was it Airbnb? Break it down for me, please.
My first 2 days I stayed in a hostel, and the hostel was really nice because I had like a private room, and it was on like maybe the ninth floor, and but I was on the other side of town. But then I wanted to go be near the shopping center, so I moved on the other side of town. Uh, so I could be near like this, like the stock. I think it's called Stockman's shopping mall, and then I stayed in a hotel. Hotels are very expensive. I think I was probably paying about 190 a night
A
for a
day?
hotel. Yeah,
What? Oh,
yeah.
what was that? 4 star, 5 star, or 2 star?
Uh,
Hello.
it it must have been 4 star because they're having a medical convention for like physicians, and they were staying in this hotel. And I mean, they had this convention, and they had like all these female Chinese doctors, and they were there. So yeah, I think that it was a very nice hotel. It was a Radisson.
Interesting there, bro. So let me ask this then, right? What? Interesting, brother. Interesting. So the hotel you said that, brother, right? Was it worth the money? Was it including breakfast? Break down the architecture. Was it a great hotel? I want to know how Finnish hotels are in Finland, bro. Especially if I go by the hotel option. Break it down for me, bro.
Well, that hotel was on a side street, but then like you walk down to like the corner, which was maybe two or three buildings down, and then I guess you were on the main street. The thing I liked about the hotel, it was kind of like in a residential area, and so I mean, there are a lot of people there, and I mean everything was there. So I liked it for that. That people were friendlier there, I think, than
Brother. Sorry, brother. I mean, in terms of, brother, the hotel utilities, in terms of, right, the attributes of the hotel inside the hotel room that you were in, brother. The hotel room. How was that like? Was it comfortable? Did you have a lot of? Was it great room service? Great food? Break down for me, brother. The actual hotel you were inside in, brother. Was it worth the money?
Oh, all right. Now, the outside of the hotel was kind of old, but the inside was like very modern. They had like a modern bathroom and the whole thing there. Yeah, and I didn't use room service. They did have a restaurant there, but that food was very expensive. So I didn't eat anything there.
Okay, interesting there, bro. So would you say was it worth the money paying $190 a day, or would you think that did you think you got ripped off there?
Uh, I think it was worth it because of the neighborhood. I mean, I got to see how people lived in that particular neighborhood, and I met a few people there, talked to them, and like there was schools in that area, and so you talk to teachers, and so yeah, it was worth it for the experience.
What was the name of that neighborhood, please, if you can remember?
Um, I think it's pronounced K. No, well, it's spelled Kluuvi, if I'm correct. Kluuvi.
Oh, good spot, bro. Okay, Krivi is a commercial center of Helsinki, Finland. Good
Yeah,
intel, brother. Krivi contains arts, museums, postmodern setting, sushi bars, cafes. I'm making notes here, bro. Absolutely
right.
fantastic. Krivi, good stuff, brother. And brothers, you saying that Krivi was a great area to be in as a possible, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah. And the other real nice area is Campy. I think it's Caampi. Very nice place.
So, brother, you're telling me, right? If a passport bro wants to go to Finland for holiday in Helsinki, he should choose either between Campi or Klivi to stay in, right?
Yes, I would. Yeah.
Awesome. So what's there in Campi?
Campy is, I guess it's another like commercial center. They have a big like shopping center there, and I think the train station is near there, or and the and of course in the area where the train station is, that's really nice too. The central train station.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. So, brother, in your time in Finland, right? I know Finland is a very rich country. I think maybe I'm mistaken here, but either Norway or Finland has a lot of oil, and they've used that for their benefit to enrich the people in their nation. I think it's Norway, but I know Finland is
Yeah.
also a rich country there, brother, if I'm not mistaken, right? So, brother, when you were in Finland, right, who actually runs the country? Is it ethnic Finnish people, or is it ethnic Russians, or is there a lot of Western influence there coming from America, UK that runs the country? Who runs the country of Finland, in your opinion?
I, I think it's the Finns, and it's kind of like a welfare state, because like most people there are getting like subsidized rent, and everything is subsidized for them.
Interesting. Why is everything subsidized there in Finland, and why is it a welfare state? Is it because Finland is an oil rich country? Is that correct in saying so?
Um, well, I think unemployment is kind of high there, and they were trying to kick off a lot of people from getting unemployment past a certain date, because some people, I guess, they didn't even want to work. They just wanted to collect their benefits. And most rent is subsidized. So I mean, a Finn could make like maybe $1,500, but it, then their rent would be subsidized. And of course, they have certain subsidies for women, because women make out better in Finland than men.
Wow. So, by hearing that, right, women making out better than men in Finland, it's because Finland is a very feminist nation, and they oppress men there. They're very misandrous towards men.
Yes, and well, Finnish
Oh,
men and Finnish women hate each other, to be honest.
damn. Why is that, bro? Why is that?
uh, I think because of the feminists. thing, and I mean, Finnish men never really like approach Finnish Finnish women. So it's kind of strange.
Interesting, right? Because I'm on Google right now, and it says here Finland is the world's happiest country, and it's been ranked that way for 6 years in a row. That's interesting, there, bro.
But
When you were there, go on, go
it's
on.
kind of funny because when you go out on the street, no one's really smiling, and like in the West, when we say some like you go to a city and you say the people are happy, people are smiling, but there everybody's just kind of rushing to go there to like go, to get to where they're going. And of course,
Interesting. Go on.
there's a lot of myths concerning Finland. I mean, there's a very high rate
Delete
of
self deletion,
DV,
right? Yeah.
huh?
Is that
Yeah,
self deletion? Go on, bro.
there's a very high rate of DV there, um,
Mm.
and also AS. So I guess I have those initials right.
AS. So
And
do you mean SA? Right? SA. You mean?
yeah, that's right. Yes, yeah,
Okay.
SA, yeah.
All right. Carry on.
Uh, and then the other thing is like over half of the women under 40 have never been in a relationship. So it's one of the few countries in the world with a lot of single people.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Interesting.
And
Interesting.
about 40% of all of the 40% of all women live alone.
Ah.
So I mean,
Okay.
there's some major dynamics there that will just about make this the greatest country on earth for a brother to visit.
And don't worry, brothers. We will get to the woman part here. Let's get the overall statement or the overall aspects of Finland out there first. But I'm happy you've mentioned this, brother, because we're going to definitely break down Finnish women, other wifey very soon. So, next question for you, brother, right, is in terms of so how are Western black men treated, brother, right? Overall, in general, as a black American man, how were you treated there? Forget about the woman part, but how were you treated there in terms of respect, in terms of safety, in terms of just being a black man there? Because Finland is homogenous, it's majority white Finnish people.
Yeah.
You definitely stuck out there, right? How were you treated there? Were you respected?
I didn't have any trouble, and I also went into like the bad part of Helsinki, where there were a lot of like maybe hippies, and there were young people on drugs and things, and they'll just speak to you. They're cool, no problem.
Wow. So, brother, you were respected there as a black man there in Finland.
Oh yeah,
No
yeah.
problems.
I didn't have any trouble at all.
Interesting. Okay. So next question for you, brother, right, is in terms of investments. So as Passport Bros went into crypto, went into stocks, we want to obviously start building more investments out there when we travel around the world with our IT skill set, right? Any
Mhm.
sort of investment opportunities there, brother, you mentioned there in Finland that brother should get into in Finland if possible.
I think there's a lot of like startups there, but I think they also have like they probably have like more bureaucracy, and so a lot of people were like setting up companies in Estonia, and then doing it through the EU. You can operate in like Finland, but I mean, if you wanted to start like like an ethnic food store, or if you wanted to do some like import export, something like that, yeah, you would you do pretty good there.
So you're saying that, brother, I like that ethnic food part because you're saying that in Finland, because it's very homogenous, you're gonna see it. You're gonna have a lot. You're gonna see a lot of majority Finnish shops, right? That sell Finnish food. But if you come there, let's say you want to sell Black American soul food, right? You will stand
Right.
that, that's a great opportunity there for business in Finland, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. And there's like on one street there's quite a few African food stores and Indian food stores. So I and they have barber shops for you know Africans. They have barber shops there. And there's quite a few Africans. I mean, not a lot, but there's a pretty good community there.
Interesting. Let's touch upon that a bit because, brother, in my opinion, right, I thought that you may have been the first ever Black man to ever visit Finland in history. Guess I'm mistaken there, brother. So, brother, how do the African people live like in Finland, brother? Are they prosperous? Are they making great money? Are they going through racism there? But when you communicate with them or from what you observed, how they living like that, the African people in Finland?
Um, well, I mean, the Africans were kind of mixed because I think maybe like 7 to 10 years ago they sued because all of the cab drivers and like the Uber drivers or whatever were white and they couldn't get a job. And so they sued there in Finland. And so now when you call an Uber, you just about always get a black person. So
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. But from
but I
your
think the
perspective,
women,
yep, go on.
but and of course, Africans have married Finnish women, and they said that Finnish women are better with black men than they are with Finnish men.
Oh, oh, what? Hold on, brother. Before we even go into that rabbit hole there, we got a lot. We got some questions to ask, brother. I know everyone's waiting for the woman part, but hearing that, brother, I definitely want to know more about that in the future. Let's go
Mhm.
for another 20 minutes about the overall
Right.
aspect of the stream, and then we'll go into the
Right.
woman part there. But brother, that's a very
Mhm.
powerful statement right there. Extremely
Mhm.
powerful.
Right.
So, brother, right? So African people in Finland, are they prosperous, bro? Are they making great money? I just want to know,
Um,
or are they suffering there?
uh, I don't think they're really doing good unless they're like working for like tech companies. I mean, you're not going to go to Finland and work in like a hospital or a school and really make it. So I mean, most of the African guys even that were driving Uber, they had engineering degrees or computer science jobs or something, and they were just doing Uber on the side.
Okay, awesome, bro. Shout out to Just John for the first super chat tonight. Thank you for the support, Just John, for the $2 super chat. How do Finland compare to the rest of Scandinavia? Can you answer that, brother?
Uh, I think that Finland is kind of off by itself because, like, as you brought out, Norway, they have they have oil money. Sweden and Denmark. So I guess like Sweden, Denmark, and Norway are more like uh, I mean, they're more alike, and I think Denmark is more like just like what they call maybe a Nordic country. So I mean, they probably are considered Scandinavian, but not really Scandinavian as the other three are.
Would you say Finland is the best of all Scandinavian countries, or is it ranked very low?
Um, I think I would prefer it because I know I had been to Sweden and I really didn't like Sweden.
Interesting. Why didn't you like Sweden as compared to Finland? Why? What was it about Sweden that gives you the irks?
Well, I went to Sweden last year, last September, and Sweden is dealing with immigration um, issues. They have crime issues, and I mean they've had a lot of problems. So I mean, that's why I really didn't like Sweden. Now, Finland has been able to deal with their immigration much better.
Okay. Interesting. Thanks for the insight there, bro. This is a classic stream so far. Next question for you, brother, is in terms of people. So, brother, how are Finnish people like? Right? Are they extroverted people? Are they introverts? Are they outgoing people? Are they kind people? Are they respectful people? How are they like, brother? Finnish people in your experience?
For the most part, Finns are very introverted. But if you stop them and talk to them, I mean, they kind of come alive. But I mean, if you don't stop them or talk to them, I mean, they won't ever, like stop you.
Okay, interesting. Fletcher Smith, send me a DM on IG, brother. We got to get you on the channel for your perspective from Finland about you living there. That'd be great, brother, in the future. Much appreciated, bro. So interesting there, brother. So how does a Finnish person open up to a brother? So do you talk to them first, I'm guessing, and then they open up to you, or has it got to be in like in has it got to be in a close setting, a wine tasting, maybe a museum, or can you go up to them in
Mhm.
public to speak to them? How were you meeting people there, brother, making friends there in Finland? What was your way of doing so?
Well, I mean, if I was basically constantly asking for like directions. Basically, like where is this place and where is that place, and of course they would always ask me where I was from and why I was there, and so you could open up a conversation like that.
Okay, interesting, bro. I remember they opened up to you, right, and they were happy, like, oh wow, a black man is speaking to me in that sort of way, bro.
Yeah, I mean, especially the women. Of course, if I'm asking for directions, for the most part, what I do is I go to the best looking woman and I ask her, like, where is McDonald's? Do you have a Burger King here or whatever, that type of stuff.
Awesome. So next question for you, brother, is in terms of uh so bro, when you first touched down in Finland, right? What was your first impression of the country and the city, Helsinki? What was your first impressions there? Did it meet your expectations or was it lower? Break it down for us, please.
Well, I came over on the ferry, and I think it was 2 hours from Estonia. I forgot, and so I saw all of these people getting off of the ferries with a lot of liquor because Finland, I guess the liquor is really expensive. So people go over to Estonia and they buy the stuff duty free and bring it back. So I mean, Finns drink a lot. So, but uh, basically, I think that what really kind of struck me was, I mean, I was expecting them to be really friendly and outgoing, because of they're supposed to be the happiest person, happiest people on earth. But maybe the happiness for them is basically the country that they live in, the safety net that the government gives them, or whatever, But I mean, it was basically a good experience.
Okay. So, brother, in terms of transportation, right? How does one move around there in Finland, brother? Right. So, is it bus? Is it subway? Is it train? Is it overground? Can you break down how you move around there as a tourist, brother, in Finland, please?
They have all of the above, but the only thing I only use, I think it was Bolt, which is like Uber. I use that, and I don't think I ever paid. Well, coming from like the airport to downtown, I maybe paid maybe 15 or 20 euros, but other than that, to just get around, and I only had to use Uber probably twice, and that's when I was changing from the hostel to the hotel, and that was about $4 or $5, so it wasn't bad.
So you're telling me so you also use Bolt there to move around the city, brother? And was it cheap? Was it more expensive that you expected, or was it cheap, or was it yeah? How was the price range, brother, for using Bolt there?
No, I mean $4 or $5 is pretty cheap because I mean if I go across town in my city here, I'm spending about $9, and if I go about maybe 10 miles away, I'm spending $20, so it's not too bad there.
Okay, awesome, bro. So now, brother, food, right? How is Finnish food like, brother? And what was your favorite Finnish cuisine? Is Finnish food good? And what was your favorite cuisine there, brother? If you like the food.
Uh, to be honest, I I ate mostly pizza, and there's a fast food place there in Finland. I think it's in Finland, Latvia, and also Estonia. It's called Hesburger. So that's like my favorite place. So those are the places that I ate most of the time. So I didn't have any like Finnish food.
Interesting. Okay. Um, why is that? Why don't you have any Finnish food? Is Finnish food terrible or something?
Oh no, I don't know. I just didn't have any Finnish food. I mean, I had taste for I just had taste for pizza and fast food when I was there.
Fair enough, brother. Okay, interesting. And how much that was it expensive the food there in Finland?
Uh, yeah, things are pretty expensive. And I don't know whether that was because of the area that I was in, but I mean, I think I probably paid about $20 for. Yeah, I paid about maybe $20 for medium pizza, but I had like all the vegetables on it. Fast food I didn't think was too expensive, about the same as it is in the U.S. But yeah, I thought Finland was rather expensive, at least the area
In-
that I was in.
Interesting there. So, but the cost of living, right? When you compare the cost of living in Finland to America, was Finland more expensive than America, or was America more expensive than Finland?
Uh, I think Finland is cheaper because I could probably stay in a hotel in like Helsinki cheaper than I could in a hotel in New York or Los Angeles. I mean, like a comparable hotel.
Okay, okay. How much cheaper? Like 5% cheaper in
Uh,
Finland?
well, I mean, if I stayed in a decent hotel in Los Angeles, it'd probably be about $300. So I mean, even at 190 a night, it's cheaper in Helsinki.
What about food though? Food is food cheaper in Finland, or food is more expensive in America?
Um, well, I mean, it depends on what you buy. I mean, I think that some things are probably going to be more expensive in Finland because I think they probably have a smaller window for their growing season. And I was eating a lot of like fruits and vegetables when I was there. So I think that they were a little more expensive there.
Okay, interesting there, bro. So, brother, in terms of safety, right? In the
Mhm.
nighttime, in the daytime, you're walking around as a black man amongst a lot of white Finnish people. Were you safe there? Is it a safe country?
Oh yeah, yeah. You won't have any problems. I think I had one. I think I had one problem. I went into like the black area, and at night, and there was a guy that was kind of following me. But then after that, I didn't have any problems after that.
There's a black area in Helsinki. Do you mind breaking down where that particular area is in
Uh,
Helsinki, what it's called, and what kind of black people are there? Is it Somalis? Is it Ethiopians? Break it down for us.
uh, I met a lot of like people from Ghana uh, and Nigerians, and I think it's like an Indian and black area, and like they have a few black stores there, like black grocery stores, and they have Indian grocery stores. I don't know where it is, but it's not too far from like the center of the city.
Okay. Well, the center of Helsinki.
Yeah, and I think I it maybe it's 4 or 5 stores, but there's a barber shop there, and I think there's a place there for hair care products. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Okay. And is it a good place, that area? Um,
Uh oh yeah.
okay. I'd love to know that area specifically so I can go there myself and obviously connect with the diaspora there. That's why I do in every country I go to, visit the
Mhm,
black areas, connect, etc., etc. That's awesome,
mhm.
man. And they're doing great things there, but everything's cool with them over there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Awesome. Lovely hearing that. Lovely hearing that. So let me ask this, brother, right? Racism. Any sort of finish there said towards you, and were said towards you, and were said at all. Did you experience any sort of racism, brother, at all in Finland?
No, no, nope.
Wow, incredible. Um,
And I went in one of the real like high end clothing stores, and I mean the clerks, they just like rolled out the red carpet. They say, "Oh, how are you doing? And can I help you with something?" And I said, "Oh no, I'm just looking." Well, they said, "Well, we'll be right over here if you want anything. Just let us know." So I mean, it's probably the best treatment I've ever had in my life. But I mean, they had like $1,000 coats and like several $1,000 suits or whatever. So I was definitely just looking, but they were real friendly. And matter of fact, that happened to be one of the days that I was in blue jeans and hoodie. And so I mean, that would have never
in
happened in the
America.
U.S.
That's facts, bro, man. You come in, they call the cops ASAP, man. And that's something. Get out of America, get out of the West. I'm telling you, it's a weird. The West it's a weird area. So it's in a weird space right now. Just
Yeah,
messed up, man. And we don't get treated the way we should be treated, and
right,
therefore effort. Because you know, it just ain't fair. Go to where you're treated. Go to where
right,
you're treated lovely. You know.
mm,
Um, and it's just not right. And that's why I've checked out the Matrix, crypto, studying, IT. I'm pushing out towards brothers to get out of the Matrix, man, because the West is done
right,
for. Let the West collapse. I don't really care. It's going to implode on itself because it's so racist. They're too woke, right? They don't give opportunities to black men in the West. You know,
Right.
it's all about everything but black men. I'm tired of it, man.
Mhm.
So I don't give a damn anymore, bruv. You know, we gotta find our happiness, our freedom, get power, and run
Mhm.
things, man. I don't give a damn anymore. So next
Oh yeah,
question
yeah.
for
And I
you.
mean, the average brother that goes there. Like now, if that's the first country you go to, I mean, you may not want to leave. You know, if that's your first time out of the U.S. and you go to Finland, I mean, you wouldn't want to leave.
Why is that? Is
Well,
Finland
because,
they treat brothers that well?
yeah, yeah, just the way you're treated. I mean, like you go into a shop or something, and I mean, they're not following you around, and I mean, they're friendly, and it's just a different experience.
Wow, incredible, incredible. So next question for you, brother, is culture, right? Is Finland a conservative culture, or is it a liberal culture, or is it a mixture of both? And tell us why.
Finland is I would think is liberal, but I think it's one of the few countries that I've been to that they actually have like churches that people attend the church. So I mean that was a little different because like you go to other like I mean like you go to Czech Republic and places like that. There's more atheism, but I think maybe Finland. I did see some like some Protestant evangelical churches and like people were attending church. So it's kind of different, but I think that what's kind of lopsided there is actually like female rights and things. I mean, the government goes overboard in doing things for women in that country. I mean, when a woman reaches 18 years old, she can move out of her house and get a rental subsidy, so she has an apartment. So I mean, that's just how liberal they are. I mean, I mean, so you probably have like half of the women are living by themselves because of this
Wow.
rental subsidy.
Let me check the Finland birth rate real quick. Um, so while I do that, brother, so what kind of lifestyle do Finnish people live in Finland? Is it a high class lifestyle, champagne, etc., etc., or is it a low class lifestyle? What kind of lifestyle they live in there in Finland, bro?
I think it's kind of mixed, but see, they have a lot of issues there too. So I mean, I think they've had unemployment issues. Uh, uh, I mean, and of course, a lot of them collect benefits from the government. I don't think that there's a real minimum wage there, so that means like employees and the employer kind of agree on the wage. So I mean, I think it's kind of mixed. Some people are doing pretty good, and other people aren't doing as well.
Wow. But would you say like there's a lot of like wealthy people in Finland that you saw?
Um, well, I mean, in the one section that I was in, I mean, I saw a lot of like nice cars, and I mean, you have to have a lot of money to drive like maybe a Mercedes or something like that because there's a heavy tax on that car when you bring it into the country. So,
Interesting. So Finland has a very low record low birth rate. We find
mhm,
that in overly feminist countries, this is going to happen, right? Too
right.
much feminism, right, ruins countries. It ruins birth rates. It ruins dynamics between men and women. Feminism is just
Mhm,
poison. It's a disgusting movement. It's
right.
just not. It's gone too far, right? And we're seeing the effects of it, right? And this is a population of 5 million people. Okay,
Right.
5 million people, and they've got a very low birth rate. Good luck to Finland. Good luck to Finland. Maybe they need a million brothers to save that country. So, so brother, that's the first part of this stream. Okay, so now, brother, right? Okay, I'm going to ask you a very important question. This question I'm going to ask you, Mr. Kevin, is, in my opinion, the most important question in the history of mankind that spans across millions of years since the God created land, sea, and earth by his words. This question here, brother, right, is so powerful. It can turn water into orange juice and orange juice into water. This question is so powerful, brother. Okay, it can allow mankind to walk on water like Christ did in the Bible, brother. Brother, a question so powerful, right? Just by its words, are they checking? It can freeze a whole ocean and allow you, me, and other brothers to walk on that ocean barefoot on the ice. A question so powerful, brother, through its words and its annotations, okay? It can cause meteorites, tsunamis, and volcanoes. A question so powerful, brother, it can stop a meteorite from destroying planet Earth. This question, brother, is, are the women in Finland, are Finnish women in Finland, brother, checking heavy for black men and passport bros? Break it down for us, bro.
Absolutely.
Break it down. Wow.
Yeah. And a couple African guys, they told me that if you think it's good in Helsinki, go to Tampere. They say that is paradise.
Tampere.
And I'm gonna tell you the other thing. It's Tampere.
Oh, so you're saying, brother, in Helsinki and this place called Tampere in Finland, they're checking for brothers even more there. What?
Yeah, and the other place is Tarku, and of course those and in those, of course, in Helsinki, Tarku, and Tampere, 44% of the people are single, and
Okay.
and I guess there's like 1.2 million single people in single households in Finland. So I mean, there's a lot of single people there, and there's a couple bars there that at night the women, they come out of the bar, and if you're standing near their Uber or whatever, they just grab you and take you home because they live alone and they want somebody to come home with them.
Whoa. Hold on there, brother. Pause right there, brother. You're telling me, right, if a black man is standing by himself in the nightlife on his phone, a beautiful Finnish chick is going to come up to you and tell you, come to my place. Excuse me? What?
Well, she may not tell you anything. She just grabs your arm and you go in the Uber with her. And there's two places. There's one place, I think it's called Carl. It's CAARLE. And then there's Roman numeral. I guess it's 12. So it'd be XII, but I think it's Carl 12. The other is called Milky Blue or something, but in the English language, it's called the Millionaire's Bar. Those are the two places. They say that if you're standing outside that bar around like midnight, by then the women are kind of smashed. You know, they drunk, and when they come out and they get their Uber, they'll grab you by the hand and a couple of times they said that women have actually got in fights because there was only one or two men out there, and there were like maybe 7 or 8 women to go home at that time. So that
Whoa,
that can yeah, that's something else there.
whoa. So aside from that, you're telling me they're also fighting over passport, bro. So there's two guys, right, and there's 10 women, and all of them are
Oh yeah.
fighting
Well,
over.
I mean, they'll fight over white guys, Spanish guys, black guys, any guys that's there because most of those women live alone and they're drunk, so they want to take somebody home with them.
This is insane. Do you know what, brother? Right? Can you please
And they're
confirm to me?
dying too.
Brother, we'll get to that, right? Can you please confirm to me, right? Because I remember last year I spoke to a brother. He said to me he also went to Finland, and I tried getting a stream done with him, but he's always busy. He said to me, right, Finland was the only country he's been to where women would stare at him and just come up to him to the point
Mm.
where he had to wear sunglasses to avoid eye contact with Finnish women. So he said to me, brother, right, if a Finnish woman gets eye contact with you, she will come up to you and start checking you out. Brother, is that true?
Well, I mean, I didn't go out, but I think the easiest time for me to meet women was normally in the morning, because all of the nice looking women, they went out for the coffee run. And so, I mean, like they were always at the store or something like that. But I mean, I didn't go out. But I mean, I had heard that time and time again that if I go to, I think it's called Millie, uh, I think well, in America, it's the Millionaire Bar, and then the other one. But they say that those two bars, if you go there, and there's a few others too. There's a couple of, like, I guess they're like either karaoke bar or like maybe hip hop or rave or something like that, and the women are like that too. But
Wow.
they say that in most places in Finland, after the women been drinking, they basically know that they got to go home alone. And so, like, if a man is anywhere near a cab or a Uber, they just grab him. And I mean, and if it's a slow night and there's very few men, I mean, you could have your pick, but I mean, you'd probably have to move pretty quick, or the women start fighting. So it's
Wow.
it's it's something
Hold on.
else.
Hold on, yeah. Shout out to Mr. Baba Tunde for the $2, 2.99 Australian dollar super chat. Appreciate you, bro. And Golo Kante of YouTube. This guy's a joker. And Golo Kante of YouTube. Shout out IP Python class. Yes, indeed, brothers. And once again, brothers, join the Python class. Right? You heard about Finland right now. How do you get to Finland? How will you be able to live in Finland? How will you be able to work remotely in Finland? That's IT, right? Within my Python class, I'm teaching you beginners to intermediate Python to add to your skill set there in IT to kickstart that IT process in your life, right? A lot of you dudes are going to imagine being in Finland. Guess what, brothers? I can actually go to Finland tomorrow, right? Finland ain't too far from me. I can go there next week. I can go there in April, right? And I can actually remote work there as well easily because I'm in IT, right? And I keep telling you, brothers, get into IT, right? And y'all ain't listening, man. You want to be in Finland and get grabbed up, right? In the and a woman will grab you from the streets into a taxi, spit game to you, and let you know what the deal is. Get into IT, brothers, right? And live there for a bit or work there. Shout out to Mr. Josh John for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. IP, can the brother talk about how those states may or may not be cheaper than Helsinki? Also, can the brother talk about Latino experience if he can? So, two questions for you, brother, right? I think we touched upon it, but you're saying this the states is cheaper or than Helsinki or more expensive than Helsinki.
Uh, States are more expensive.
Okay, so America is more expensive than Helsinki, and we said that around 5% more, 10% more. We mentioned that earlier in the stream. You
Yeah.
said that. What's your Latino experience in Helsinki, brother, for Latino men?
Well, I mean, I think that women like basically two types of men in Europe, and that is black and Spanish. So I mean, Spanish men do good with women, and so do black men.
There you go. There you go. Awesome, awesome. So next question for you, brother. Right, this is incredible intel so far. So, brother, why do Finnish women like black men so much? Right, I've heard this for many years. Right, going back, and last year, a brother I know went out there in Finland. He had a great time. Very, very explicit, very unfiltered, and there is an explicit version on the Patreon if you want to hear just how freakish Finnish women are. But why do Finnish women like brothers? Because it's a majority white nation. I think it's 95% white. It's very homogenous. Not a lot of brothers are there. So what is it about us that they like, from what you heard, or from what the African bros told you? Why they like us so much?
Well, I mean, I think Finnish women like black men simply because they don't like Finnish men. I mean, and of course, Finnish men, they don't like their women. They prefer like Orientals. So I mean, so I
Why
mean,
don't they like? Go on, carry on.
well, I think it's because of the feminism thing. I mean, they took a lot from Finnish men and basically handed it over to Finnish women. And I mean, it's not really fair. Like, I mean, women get more money than men like in subsidies. Uh, and so if a woman, let's say she does the same job as a man, and the man makes maybe 1,800, well, then the government's going to make sure that she gets benefits to make up to that 1,800. So she's not at 1,500, she's at 1,800 with him, or whatever. So I mean, and I mean that always breeds resentment.
Wow. Evil. Evil. Wow. Hopefully though the Finnish dudes get through this and something changes there. I definitely disagree with that. To the point that's just giving women benefits for no reason because they're a woman. F that, bruv. F that, man. So next question for you, brother, is now in terms of, so where are the best places for us to meet Finnish women? Now, I'm gonna keep it real with you, right? I don't think they're
Mm.
wifey based on what I've heard. I think they sleep around quite a lot, but we'll get to that, right? But if you want to meet a decent Finnish woman, brother, if possible, where where would you go to in Helsinki? Is it the
Mm.
park, museum? Is it wine tasting sessions? How would we do out there, bro?
Uh, they have gyms. Um, they had a gym down the street from me. I mean, I would just pass by, and you literally drool. But they have a lot of parks. Um, they have cafes. Um, just out and about. I mean, you can stop and talk to people. That's what I do, because I didn't do any going out, to like bars or anything when I was there. Now, when I go there in April, I am gonna go out some, though, but in the past I haven't.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Hold on. Shout out to Just John for the $2 super chat. No, I meant other states in Finland. So, brother, when you compare the cost of living in Denmark, Sweden, and Norway compared to Finland, is Finland more expensive than those states, or is it cheaper than Finland, Sweden, Denmark, etc., etc.?
I know it's definitely cheaper than Sweden, and it would most likely be cheaper than Norway because Norway's expensive.
Mm, that old money is big in Norway. It's definitely more expensive. Okay, so that's interesting, right? That's interesting. There. So let me ask this then, brother. Right. Um, so feminism is a big problem there in Finland, a massive problem. We can agree on that, right?
Well, 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 it is and it isn't because I've talked to a couple of African guys that were married to Finnish women, and they say that some of them were so happy once they got into relationships and they had kids that that I mean they actually became submissive.
So you're telling me, brother, right? Finnish woman won't submit to a white Finnish man, but white Finnish woman will submit to a black African guy, black African man.
Yeah.
Is that the case?
Well,
Why is that?
yeah. Well, I mean, in anyone who have read a book on leadership, you know, if a person's a leader, people will follow. So, I mean, if you're a real man and she's a real woman, maybe she desires that type of relationship, but she couldn't get it from the Finnish man. So therefore she put on pants and she was running stuff. So, I mean, if I mean, you know, she knows that the African guy comes from a different culture. And so, I mean, she adopts his culture because she fell in love with him. So I think that that's it. Now, I'm not going to say that she's totally submissive, but I mean, those relationships tend to have like those gender roles.
Okay, and we know, yeah, we know that African men are very masculine. Africa is a masculine society. African men are masculine men,
Mhm.
but and you're saying that Finnish women will submit to an African man if it brings the
Yeah.
masculinity there, right? Now, brother, I want to test how submissive Finnish women are, right? For me, brother, right, a woman has reached peak submissiveness if she does this one thing, right? So close your eyes, Kevin, and brothers in the should chat, close your eyes too. You're in IT. You've done my Python course, okay? You've done other things in IT, and you finally get an IT job, all right? Your IT career is going very well. You come home from the office. It's a long day in the office. You're a bit tired, okay? You come home, your Finnish wife greets you, takes your jacket off, and then hangs it for you, kisses you, hugs you, etc., etc. Then you grab her hand and you walk her upstairs to the bathroom, okay? And then you're in the middle of the bathtub, okay? You take off your clothes and then you tell her to take off her clothes too. And she takes it off. So you're both naked in the bathroom, okay? And then you look her in the eye, bro, and you tell her, hey, can you come inside with me in the bathtub? And can you bathe me from head to toe? Can you scrub my back? Scrub my chest? Can you scrub my arms? Can you scrub my legs? And after you do so, after you finish bathing me in the bathtub, can you then, right, moisturize me from head to toe? Brother, will a Finnish woman do that for an African king?
Uh, I mean, I don't know for sure, but I mean, she probably would.
Damn. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Um. So, brother, now Finnish women, brother, right? How good looking are Finnish women, brother? I've heard that they are stunners, but you know, I want to hear it from you, brother. Facially, how good looking are these Finnish chicks, bro?
um, Finns are very. I mean, like they're at the top. Yeah. I mean, I flew in. I think I just flew in from Prague, and I mean, I always thought that the women in Prague were it, but when I got to Finland, yeah, that was a step up.
Why so? Is it does the average woman in Finland have blonde hair, blue eyes, blonde hair, green eyes? Right? I'm assuming.
Well, I mean, they have. Well, I mean, I think that there were a lot of they probably have more blue eyes there, I guess, than elsewhere. But I think a lot of women there also dye their hair, so there may not be as many blondes. There's probably more blondes there than most places, but I mean, you had brunettes there, and they were knockouts too.
So, Robbie, you're telling me, right? So, from what I've heard, personally, from what I saw, right, a lot of white men in America, in the UK, they rank Scandinavian chicks very high in terms of looks, right? That blonde hair, blue eyes, gets white dudes going crazy, right? But you're telling me, right, these white women in Finland, which are probably up there in terms of the best looking white women in the world, these
Yeah,
women are going crazy over black men. This
yeah.
is insane. What?
Oh yeah, you can get a woman there that looks like something out of Hollywood.
That's crazy. And
Yeah. And I
go on.
mean, you don't have to be a nice looking fella neither. I mean, I knew this African dude. He was like, I guess he was like some kind of coach or something for sports. And I mean, he had a fine looking woman, and I mean, he was just kind of a short guy, and I mean, just average. And I mean, I've seen a few like brothers there. I guess they were Africans. They had total knockouts. They just had women that I mean, and of course, I've stopped and talked to women there and held conversations with them that if I was in the US, I would just about know not to stop them because they wouldn't talk to me. So I mean, that's the way it is there.
So, brother, how tall is the average Finnish chick? 'Cause I know Scandinavians are pretty tall. How tall is the average Finnish woman?
I don't know. I
When you
mean,
was
I guess I
like
did
five
see some.
seven. Go on.
I did see some tall women, but then I also saw shorter women. I mean, you see thin women, and then the other thing about Finnish women, you had a lot of like slim, thick women there, and I mean,
Ooh.
they really look good. I mean, and that's one thing about Finland. Those women, they have behinds. Yeah, I've seen some there that I mean, I saw this one woman, blonde hair, blue eyes, and she was kind of thick, but not like slim thick, and
Obviously
yeah, they were
not
something else.
not BBL thick, right? Slim thick in the gym. This is crazy, bro. But let me ask this, right, brother, right? This is very important. So the woman that you saw there with black men, right? Were the black
Mm.
men tall, right? Because do you have to be a tall black man to get a Finnish chick, or you can be a normal height black man? You can be a short black man, you can get a dime.
No, I mean the women don't really care about your height. I mean, like I say, the one guy, he is working for some kind of sports team or something, recruiting, and I mean he was a short guy, and I mean he was but I think he was fooling around with a Ukrainian woman, and there's a lot of Ukrainians there too.
Lord, Lord,
And
oh my goodness.
I mean there's a lot of Russians and Ukrainians, and I mean, I met a Russian woman. I guess she is in like her 40s, and I mean, she looked better than most 20-year-olds over here.
That's crazy, bro. Oh my goodness. Yo, Finland is looking like it. Ooh.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna
I'm
tell you the other thing
hmm?
thing
Yeah.
is now. I mean, a lot of guys say that they don't want women with kids, but I mean, there's a lot of single mothers in Finland, but see, these are single
Oh
women
man.
that are
What?
that are professionals, have college
F
degrees,
that,
and
bro.
some of yes. So I mean, you really have a lot of women like in the late 20s to 30s
Nah,
to
bro.
right under 40s
No,
that
nah,
they're just total
nah, bro.
knockouts.
No, no,
You
no,
got
no.
to you got
No,
to
bro,
IP.
no, 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 bro, no, 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 no single mothers up in this mofo, bro. On this channel, no single mother. You may be a single mother, right? You may be half Japanese, half Brazilian, half Russian. You may be half Ukrainian, half South African. Don't come near me. There is no single mothers up in this motherfucker. You may be 24, 23, and be a single mother. I don't want you near me, bro. No, bro. We ain't doing with no single mothers up in this motherfucker, bro. If you're a single mother, don't come near me. I don't want to. I don't want to hear about you. I don't want you within 5 miles within me. You're gonna keep away from me at arm's length. All right, bro. Bro. It was going so well, bro. Yeah, you had to bring that up, bro. You had to bring that up, bro. So,
Uh,
oh, man, and we will touch upon that. And I heard that's the case there in Finland. But let me ask this, brother, right? So, and that's also mentioned on the Patreon by Jupiter. He mentioned that big time as well. So let me ask this, brother, right? Um, in terms of the body, right? So the average Finnish chick isn't fat; they're either skinny or slim thick. Is that true?
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Perfect.
I don't think I saw a fat person in Finland. Oh yeah, there was one girl in the hostel, but I think she was from Ireland or someplace like that. But I didn't see, I didn't see
The
any overweight people at all. Not male or female.
brother, the fat chick had to be from a Western country, huh? That tells it all. That
Yeah.
tells it all. The only fat white chick in Finland that the brother saw had to be from a Western country. That tells you all, bruv. So next question for you, brother, right, is in terms of so you mentioned single mothers there, right? And I want to touch upon that, brother, right? Why is there such a high amount of single mothers there in Finland? I heard that as well. Why is that? Is it because they're so unbearable? The men just leave them with the kids? Why is that, bro?
Well, I mean, I think it's because of the like welfare state. I mean, women I mean, the average woman will probably at some point want to have a child, but yet the man may not want to stay with her, or she may not even think she needs the man. And of course, she's gonna get a subsidy. She gets her education free. I mean, she can go to college. There's childcare. I mean, she gets so much time off of work and all that stuff. So I mean, it kind of promotes that.
Wow. Interesting there. So, Bobby, would you say like 1 in 5 women are single mothers, 1 in 2 women are single mothers? It's just how big of a problem is there, brother, the single mother crisis in Finland?
Uh, I don't know because I didn't see too many kids, but I mean, I did see a few because I was staying in a more residential area. Uh, but I don't. From what I've read, it's a big thing there, but I don't know whether I saw a lot of it though.
Okay, yeah, Jupiter mentioned that on the Patreon, but I was going to Patreon to hear the explicit raw version about Finnish women. So let me ask this, brother, right, before I open up the phone lines in 15, 20 minutes time. So how do we communicate with Finnish chicks, brother? Is it via English or do you have to know Finnish?
Oh no, they speak English. Yeah, yeah. The
Okay,
average person, I would imagine, under 40, they are fluent in English.
okay, interesting there, bro. But I want to ask you a very important question, right? And it's in regards to other races of women there in Finland. So
Mhm.
you mentioned Ukrainian, you mentioned Russian. Did you see East Asian women out there? Did you see Black women out there? Did you see, Japanese, South Korean? I heard there's an Asian population there as well. Break down the different demographics of women you saw out there, right? Apart from
Ye-
Russian, Ukrainian women, and what they checking for brothers? Break it down for us, bro.
Uh, I did see like Chinese women there because they were there for that convention. So when I stayed in the hotel, they were very friendly, and I was surprised because normally, I don't, normally Asian women, they aren't friendly, but I mean, they were friendly. But now, see who's really grabbing them up are Finnish men because Finnish men don't like Finnish women, so like they'll grab up all the Asian women, and the Asian women, I think they probably prefer white men anyway. So,
Hmm. Interesting.
but Indians, there was a few. I don't think I saw too many Indians, uh, but overall, you know, the it's pretty much white. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about maybe 90% of the people you see are going to be white.
So basically, right, brother. So the Ukrainian and Russian women there, brother, were they
Mhm.
showing love towards you and the brothers? Did the African bros you spoke with? Did they mention that? Hey, we also deal with Russian chicks and Ukrainian chicks there as well in Finland, or is it just Finnish chicks they deal
Uh,
with?
well, I mean, I think that some of the some of the African guys sent back to Africa to bring women from Africa. So you had a lot of African couples, and but yeah, the black guys that were there they didn't have much trouble. But I think that Finnish women prefer American black men over Africans, though.
Okay, so it appears to me that there's some sort of exchange going on. So a black man goes to Finland, right? He can get a
Mhm.
white dime Finnish slim thick chick, and that's cool if you're into white women, right? Um,
Mhm.
but the Finnish men, if an Asian chick comes to Finland and she lives there, a lot of Finnish dudes will be after that Asian woman. That's interesting, there, brother.
Mhm.
So let me ask you then, brother. Right. So me personally, I'm not into white women like that. I prefer black women. I prefer
Mhm.
Afro Latinas. I prefer East Asian women. Right.
Mhm.
At the moment, white women not on my list at the moment. So, brother, would you say if you're not into white women, avoid Finland? Is that what you're saying, bro?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You wouldn't do too well there.
So, but I heard that. But I heard that there's some Asian women that live in Finland. You're telling me the Asian women they won't give a brother play in Finland? Damn.
Well, I mean, they probably would, but I mean, but like I say, if an Asian woman, if if an Asian woman goes out on the street, Finnish men who do not approach Finnish women would absolutely approach that Asian woman.
Interesting. Hmm.
Yeah.
And we know how there's a lot of white worshipping in amongst East Asian women, so it'll be easy
Now
for
there.
go on.
Now I saw a couple of mixed race, like I guess they were African and Finnish, and I mean,
Ooh,
they're out of this world.
ooh, what? Break it down for
Yeah,
us, bro. What you mean? What you mean, fam? Break it down, fam. Let's go.
yeah. Uh, I saw this one woman come into his burger, That's the that's fast food place. And I mean, I couldn't keep my eyes off her. I mean, I'll remember her for years to come. I mean, she was just that beautiful.
So, brother,
And
go on, carry on.
and I mean, you know, just the way she carried herself, and I mean, you know, yeah. So there's a lot of well, I don't say there's a lot of, but I mean, you do see mixed race women there too.
So, brother, brother, you know, I'm going to ask you the question, right? Are the mixed race women there, brother, in Finland? Are they checking for brothers? Did you see mixed race women, half black, half Finnish women, holding hand with brothers, kissing brothers, hugging brothers, loving brothers, right? Being in love with
No,
brothers?
no the white the Finns grabbed them up.
Oh man, come
see,
on, man.
see,
What?
Finns see Finnish men and Finnish women do not like each other. I mean, you know, I think a Finnish woman would rather go through her life without a relationship than to fool with a Finnish man. I mean, you know, with 40 something percent of the population single and you know, never have been in a relationship, you know, there's some issues there. And I mean, you know, I think feminism have really killed things there. So I mean, you know, like if an African woman come there and she don't have a man or whatever, or Asian, the Finnish guys, they're gonna grab them up quick.
Interesting. So anything that's not white Finnish or that's not a white woman, they'll grab them up, including Russian
Right.
women and Ukrainian women. So they don't want nothing to do with Finnish women. So we got to compete with Finnish men over the half black, half white women there in Finland. Damn, man. I thought they were for us, bro. Damn. Oh
No,
man.
you'd probably have to go to Berlin to get that. Now they got some in Berlin, but
Ooh. But hold
yeah,
on. They
Berlin.
got what half Finnish, half
No,
black or
no,
half German,
no,
black.
yeah, half German, half black, and they're beautiful.
They're checking. I've been there, bro. They're checking super heavy for brothers.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
this is interesting. Classic live stream. So, brother, let me ask this right, okay? In your opinion, okay, do you think Finnish women are wifey or not? In your opinion, bro?
Hmm. I think she would be better with a black man than she would with a white man.
Wow.
But I mean, he's gonna have to really be masculine. And when I mean masculine, he's gonna have to bring certain principles um, into the into the relationship. So like either he's gonna have to be like maybe sort of like maybe Christian or really religious, and bring those principles in, and then they practice those principles as a family. I think that would work. uh, but I mean, other than that, I think that you're just it's not going to work. But I think that if she's happy, she will adapt, you know.
Okay. So, brother, let me ask this then, right? Um, Body count is very important for me, right? And be real with me, brother, right? Do you think the average woman in Finland has a high body count? Let's keep it a
Mm.
stack. Let's keep it a stack.
Well, I mean, there are groups of women there that I think that maybe hang out in the bars and pick up men. But I think by and large, you just have a lot of single women that maybe aren't sexually active at all there in Finland.
Okay.
So I mean,
Interesting.
you could find a woman with a very low body count. You may even be able to find virgins at 20 something years old. I'm not sure though. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, brother, in terms of femininity, right? Woman acting girly, painting their nails, long hair. Is the average woman in Finland feminine, brother?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah. She's feminine.
Okay,
Uh, and,
interesting.
and and the other thing is they dress nice. Like I mean, you'll see women coming you know, like going to work or coming from work, and they'll have dresses and high heels on. So yeah, they really dress nice.
Okay, interesting, bro. So, how strong is the Russian influence in Finland amongst the women? We know Russia is a quite conservative nation, brother. Finland
Mhm,
borders Russia. There's Russians in
mhm,
Finland. There's Finnish people in Russia. Did you feel like a strong sense of was there a Russian community there? Was there sort of Russian influence there in your opinion, brother?
Uh, not really. I mean, I did stay in a hostel that I think a Russian guy owned, and there were some of the maids were Russian, and they were very nice. But I mean, I don't think that they were really. I don't think they're called. I don't think they had much influence.
Okay, interesting, bro. Brothers, get the likes up, man. Show some support. Get the likes up, please. That'd be greatly appreciated. Shout out to Mr. Arthur Strobes for the $10 super chat. Appreciate you, bro, for the support. Much appreciated, bro. Please get the likes up. Yes, indeed, brothers. Please get the likes up. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Appreciate you, Arthur, for the support. So, brother, religion. Okay. Um, are Finnish women religious? The ones that you spoke to, the ones you dealt with, what the African dude said. You mentioned there's a lot of Christian churches there. Are they religious, brother, at all? Finnish women?
I don't. Uh, I don't know, but I think I saw like more people going to church there than I did any place else. So, but I don't know whether they're really religious or not, because it seems like Europe is the most unreligious place I've ever been.
Did you see young women in the churches though, brother, coming out, going in the church, young women, like let's say
Uh,
uh 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Did you stand in the churches, bro?
oh yeah, yeah, you'll see a few. Yeah, and they were like Pentecostal type of churches, so they would be more strict, you know.
Okay. Interesting, bro. So, brother, I want to know, right? Okay. Cold approaching. Were you cold approached by a Finnish woman out there in Finland? Did they come up to you randomly at all at any one point?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't have any of that. But when I approached them, I mean, you could, they would talk. I mean, they would stop and talk and talk. And a couple times I said, "Oh, I have to go," and like they looked at me like I was crazy, because I guess they wanted to talk. You know.
Wow. So, brother, was it easy approaching them? How did you cold approach Finnish women, brother? What did you say? How did you do it? What's your tips for
Uh,
brothers?
I basically asked for instructions, or what directions. I mean, you could ask them, what is there to do in that particular neighborhood. That type of thing.
Wow. And brother, they opened up towards you. They were smiling. They were, really into you. Oh, wow.
Oh yeah,
And that's sort of incredible. This
yeah.
is incredible, bro. A country in Europe that actually makes black men feel like kings. I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but this is just
Yeah,
incredible.
I think that for the dollar value that you get, I think that would probably be the first country that I would tell someone, tell a black guy to go to, would be Finland.
Do you know what, brother? Right, I'm going to put Finland in a territory here that I put other Scandinavian countries in. Okay, now if you're an American brother, right, and you can't get any pay in America, you can't smash a chick. It's very hard for you to get box in America. Then go to Sweden. Go to Sweden. Go to Denmark. Go to Finland. You will get it within a week easily. So I think if you're going through a drought with the woman, okay, book a trip to Finland. So if you're going through a drought with women in America or in the West, book a trip to any Scandinavian country, including Finland, and you will end that drought. So I'm going to put Finland in that particular box there. You know,
Well,
uh,
I'd say Finland would probably be the top one. Denmark, they say is very easy. Sweden, they're kind of, I don't know, they're kind of shy. But I mean, I've heard, I know people that have gone to Finland, and I mean Sweden, and they say it was really nice. But I know when I was there, I didn't like it.
yeah, we're gonna put Scandinavian women
Finland,
in that territory. They're not wifey, in my opinion. They're just for having fun purposes. In my opinion, don't wife a Scandinavian chick. Have fun with her and let her go. Send her out to the streets again. To the streets she belongs. To the streets she goes to. All right. That's how I'm gonna perceive Finland. So if you're an IT bro, you get your passport, you work in IT, you can have fun there in Finland, work in IT. But after that, I'm telling you, don't simp, don't wife them up. Okay. Iceland, Finland, etc., etc. You wanna not wife, make woman wifey there.
well, I'm
Feminism,
gonna
the high body counts. Go on, brother.
tell you,
Go on,
I'm
bro.
gonna tell you, if you want a nice woman to marry, Estonia, uh, they have women that look just as good as they do in Finland, and they would be wifeable. But the only thing about Estonia is Estonia have a lot of atheism, but
Mm,
the women are wifeable,
that's a problem for me, bro.
and they have,
Go on.
right, yeah, the atheism, I don't like. The alternative to that would be Lithuania, which is a few countries over, and it is a very Catholic country, so the
Have,
women are more religious.
have you been in Lithuania before?
Yeah, I've been to Kaunas. I think that's how you pronounce it, but I just passed through.
Do you have enough intel for a stream for Lithuania?
No.
Okay,
No.
that's fine, bro. So the thing about what's it called, atheist women is that women that don't believe in a higher power
Right.
are more likely going to be feminist, more likely going
Mhm.
to, accept worldly evils, what the media tells them, the brainwashing. A woman has to believe in a higher power, has to believe in God, has to have a
Mhm.
religion, or there'll be
Right.
problems, in my opinion. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Kevin?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
That's my issue.
go on.
That's my issue with Prague. I mean, very nice women, but there's a lot of atheists. But the alternative to Prague would be Slovakia. So I mean, which is another Catholic nation.
Mm, okay. Even Japan as well, brothers. Like, for me, this is why I'm the best passport bro channel. I'm not here to lie to you, sugarcoat
Mhm.
things. We're going to give you the whole 9 yard. Even Japan has a lot of atheist women there, right?
Right.
So I say tread carefully in Japan. You can find Christian women there. You can even find Muslim women there in Japan. And if you find one, happy for you, all right? But just be careful there in Japan, or if you can convert her to your religion, whether it's Christianity or Muslim, even better. But be careful, right? Like, you're dealing with a lot of nonsense in this world out here. Religion for me is very important in a woman. She must believe in a higher power, right? She has to believe in a higher power. Shout out to
Well,
Just John for come on, bro.
if you want to meet a nice Christian woman, go to Korea because they have some of the largest churches in Korea.
Korea, I don't know about Korean women, bro. Like, I was in Korea last year. I don't know about them, bro. Like, it didn't work out for me in South Korea. It worked out for me in Japan heavily. I did great there. But in South Korea, the women didn't give me a lot of love there compared to
Oh,
Japan. I don't know why, bro. Like,
mhm,
South Korea was I'm upset because that trip went horribly for me, bro. The
yeah.
women just weren't giving me love, you know.
Mhm,
Japanese women gave me a lot of love in Japan, but South Korean
right.
chicks, I wasn't feeling the love.
Mhm.
And I think the white worship there in South Korea is out of control, bro. White
Oh, yeah.
billboards, pale skin, the
Mhm,
surgery, and it makes sense, bro. Like, yeah, me,
right.
I'm a dark skinned black man. You know, I'm
Right.
not their beauty standards, so I think it kind of makes sense why they weren't checking for me and why I didn't do well there. But I will give Korea another shot. You know, maybe I just got to spend there longer there. But I'm a bit upset about how it didn't work out for me in South Korea. Shout out
Mhm.
to Josh John for the $2 super chat. IP, how do women differ compared to Norway? Do you want to ask that, brother? How do women in Finland differ? Finland, sorry, differ to Norwegian women, bro?
I've never been to Norway, but I would imagine Norway, for one, has a higher standard of living, like quality of life, and I think Norway probably has more educated women, I would imagine. But Finnish women, they're educated too, so they may be similar. I'm not sure.
They're probably similar. You know, I would say Denmark, Sweden, Iceland, Finnish women, Norway, they're all very similar, you know, in their
Right.
culture. You know,
Right.
go consider the Vikings, you know, how close they are, you know, the
Mm.
Scandinavian culture. I wouldn't say that there's much of a difference between Finland women and Norwegian women. I'd probably say Norwegian women are probably more richer. You probably
Right.
definitely find a lot of women in Norway that have big bucks because Norway is a rich country, all money there. It's an all welfare state. The average
Mhm.
person there in Norway lives very good. So you probably reach, you know, a more bougie woman there in Norway and high class women. Okay, so um, incredible. So I want to open up the phone lines for the last 20 minutes. So let's get some callers in. If you have any questions for our guests, call in. If you can't call in, hit the super chat or PayPal donations. Let me go on for another 5 minutes and then we'll open up the phone lines, bro.
Mhm.
So, Mr. Kevin, right? Let me ask this, brother, right, in regards to Finnish chicks. Um, so, brother, did you use any dating apps there, bro?
Um, I had Tinder, but didn't um, I didn't use them.
Okay, that's fine, bro. Um, how should a brother dress out there in Finland? Now, do we come through wearing, you know, Timberland boots, you know, 3/4 jeans, Sean John jacket, 4XL white tees, gold teeth, gold chain, New York Jets snapback, you know, LeBron James, LA Lakers basketball vest over our 4XL white tees, you know, you know, Sean John jeans. Is that okay? Is that what they want, brother? Or do we come through in a suit? Do we come through wearing polo t-shirt and some chinos? Break it down for us, but how do we dress out there to get women?
Well, I mean, it probably wouldn't matter there, but I wouldn't do that. You probably want to be business casual, or just like maybe a polo shirt and nice shoes, button up shirt or something like that. But then again, I mean, I went out one day with blue jeans and a hoodie, and I went to the most exclusive store, and they opened the door wide because I mean it's just that type of a place. So, um, but I mean it's best to wear shoes and to dress up. I mean, especially if you're going into the into like the business district, because like like I mean, like that's another level of people that you're dealing with. So I would dress up. It's always best to it's always best to be the well groomed and well dressed, when you're going out someplace.
Brother, it's a cold country, right? Finland. Was it cold when you went there?
Uh no, it was uh It was like the middle of September, so it was warm.
Awesome, awesome, bro. Um,
But
now,
now,
brother, go on. Mhm.
some of the people in the travel industry, they told me that that whenever you're going to Europe, they said the best time to go to Europe is really April because everyone has suffered that heavy winter. And so they're coming out and they want to mingle, they want to get into new relationships and all that. So April and May is really the best time to go.
Okay, so brother, it, it in the summertime, right? What are women wearing? Because in the summertime in the UK, women dress like three or fours, hardly wearing anything, half naked. The way this bra crop top nowadays, in the West. So, brother, how are women dressing like in the summertime, brother? Are they wearing, for me, brother, right? I love long summer dresses on a woman. Would I find that in Finland? Or are the Finnish women dressing like three or fours, chest out, showing their legs, showing their stomach, wearing bra crop tops? What's the average chicks they're dressing like, brother, in summertime?
Oh, I think I saw most of the women I saw there were dressed pretty modest. I mean, you would see, sometimes you would even see like sweatsuits, and I mean, and of course, if the women were coming from work, they would have on dresses or pants or but I didn't see any women like scantily clad or anything like that.
Interesting, brother. So the problem with white women in general, right, is that particularly West, brother, they don't age well. Okay,
Mhm.
we know why. Lack of melanin. You know, is that the same for Finnish women, brother? Right? Would you say the average Finnish woman doesn't age well? So if she's 24, she might look like she's 31. Let's keep it a stat, brother. Would you say so, brother? Is there like a aging issue there in Finland, brother? Break it down and keep it a stack with me, bro. Keep it a stack.
Uh, I don't know that like the older women I saw there. I mean, they look pretty good, but I didn't see a lot of I didn't see a lot of older women, not old, but I think that they would probably age better because of their quality of life. Um, I mean, but then I mean, life really isn't hard in Finland like it would be in maybe Bulgaria or Romania, where the women really age poorly. But so I think they would probably age much better.
Yo, this guy said the woman in Bulgaria and Czechoslovakia age poorly. Jeez, bro. Damn.
Well, I mean, they're beautiful when they're younger, but as they get older, uh, I mean, I dated a Romanian woman, and she was actually in her early 20s, and I thought she was in her early 30s. So I mean, they age a little bit.
Damn, flipping heck. You know, and that's one of the reasons why white women are down the rank very low in my list of women. Like they just
Mhm.
don't age well, and keep it a stack. Like, and I'm not saying all of them don't, but quite a few of them, you know, don't age well. So I'm saying this
I,
right.
I don't I, don't- I don't
You,
I don't think that
sorry,
you would
brother.
really have
Hold on,
that problem.
hold on, bro. Hold on, brother. Sorry, bro. So essentially, brother's right. The women that age the best all around the world are black woman number one. Black woman number one aged the best, whether she's black American, whether she's black Brazilian, black African, black Ghanaian. Black women age very, very well. That's why black women are up
Right.
there for me. If I can find a feminine, submissive, foreign black woman, I'm either up. Number two is East Asian women, Japanese, right? In particular, they
Mhm.
age very well. Okay,
Mhm. Right.
and that gives them bonus points in my opinion. White
Mhm.
women, on the other hand, right? A lot of them, they're not aging well. Like you see wrinkles on around the eyes. around their mouth. You're thinking, what's this, man? You only 24. You looking like you're 50. Get out of here,
Yeah.
man. Get out of here, man. You know,
Uh,
go on,
but I mean,
what
but I mean, see, it's going to be different for you because like you're in IT and you make more money. So like the woman, because the income is much better, she's not going to age as much as if she was in a lower income bracket. So that's going to work in your favor too, even if you had a white woman.
brother, whether the white
Because
woman earns $1 million a year or 100K, yeah, she ain't gonna age well, bro. On average, she ain't gonna age well, bro. I keep her stack. Whether she's Scandinavian, bro, and that's me being fair, bro. Like,
uh,
you know, when you have that brown dark skin, right? Black,
mm,
brown, dark skin, or in East Asia's term,
mm,
right? They have yellow skin or some melanin. You're gonna age better, man. And that's why white women. One of the reasons why white women are low in my rankings, they
mm.
just don't age well. You know, it is what it is,
Well,
though.
you would probably have to go to like Hungary because those women they age much better.
Mm. And
Hungarian women.
that might be because, brother, right? Because they eat a lot of spicy food, right? They
Yeah,
got that black cuisine, right? So
yeah.
that might play a
Yeah, and aren't they part Turkish or something? They're somehow mixed up with something.
It's a classic live stream. All right, let's open up the phone lines, bro. Okay. So y'all brothers calling. If you have any intel on Finnish chicks, Finnish woman, call in, man. If you have any questions, you can call in too. Whatever. But it's been a classic live stream. Like you can see on the screen, right? You can see on the screen. There's only 15 spots for my Python course. Once that goes, you can't join. Flipping heck, man. Flipping heck. You have until the end of Sunday, right? 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time Zone tomorrow, okay, February 18th, right, to join. If you try and join after, you ain't getting in. And I mean that because last time some of your brothers tried sneaking in and I did not allow that. All right. Y'all gotta be consistent and execute. Right. The time for execution is 2024. Big year for crypto, big year for IT, big year for um everything, man. This is our year, brothers. This is our year, bruv. Some of y'all ain't gonna make it. I'll keep it a stack because you don't have the drive, man. The brothers that have booked it, the brothers that want it, they're hungry and they gonna make it. Okay. So classic live stream so far, Kevin. Um, Amazing. Brother, would you marry a Finnish chick?
uh, I think I would prefer a Lithuanian
Why
because
is
of the
that?
religion,
Mm,
religion, and they now Lithuanian women they are trained from little girls to be like submissive and also to put the family first before a career. So they're really good.
okay. So I'm looking
Uh,
up. I remember a couple years ago, right? Finland had a female prime minister. I'm not sure if she's still the prime minister, and she was wild. She was
oh
partying
yeah,
during
yeah, right,
hold
yeah.
on, bro. Hold on, brother. She was partying during the pandemic. She
Mhm.
was pushing that feminist nonsense. She was just, and obviously the woke Western media was putting her up there. Oh, they have an all female government, and then it flopped. It flopped.
Mhm.
It flopped badly. So I'm just saying, right? Oh, she's still prime minister. Hold on. Oh, let
Oh,
me see. Let me see. No, she's not. She was prime minister last year. But yeah, she was reckless, man. And
yeah.
no, I wasn't, I didn't respect her work, serve the whole country and every people. Don't push out that, feminist nonsense, blah, blah, blah. We don't want to hear that, man. So,
Mhm.
it is what it is. It is what it is, man. You know, there you go. That's why IP real, man. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, look at that. IP, salute to you. You're the only person on YouTube providing a service which people can use instead of consultation. Much respect. There you go, man. Like, I keep telling you, brothers, right? These streams about countries, right? Brothers are paying hundreds of dollars for, if not thousands, for this kind of intel. It's free on my channel. You have over, what was it, over 80 countries that I've touched upon on this channel that has saved brothers' lives, helped them navigate when they went abroad, and it's all free. So I'm saying, right, if you can hit the super chat, if you can hit the PayPal, cop the merch, show some support in any shape or form, that'd be greatly appreciated, man. Because essentially, right, me and this brother Kevin, right, I could speak to him privately, right, get intel from him, and then, tell y'all, hey, book a consultation to hear more about Finland. No, but we're doing it for free right now on YouTube, bruv. And it will always be free. Travel intel, okay, the PG version will always be free on my channel. Travel intel will always be free on my channel, the PG version. However, the raw, explicit, naughty intel got to be on Patreon, because it's not for YouTube. YouTube won't allow that. So go on the Patreon and join the Patreon to get that intel in regards to how freaky and nasty Finnish women are in the bedroom. That's all on the Patreon, okay? So show some support, man. Join the Patreon. Be a lifetime member. Show me some support, because it is 3 a.m. over here in the UK. It's 3 a.m. in the UK, right? And we're going for almost 2 hours to giving you out this intel. First ever time I've done Finland on this channel. New country, new vibes. Show IP some support. Join the Patreon. Cop the merch. Book your IT consultation. Do anything to support the channel. That'd be greatly appreciated, man. So, there you go, man. There you go. I was saying the Python classes, which is great. You are teaching a man to fish. Thank you, bro. The Python classes, right, are still a bargain. They're still a bargain, because you're paying for a network. You're paying for me to teach you interactively. It's not pre-recorded. I'll be teaching you in real time. You'll be within a network of brothers sharing intel, travel intel, IT intel, crypto intel. You also have full access on the 25th of February to all the intel that's already on Patreon. And guess what? I don't have to give you that intel. I don't have to actually allow that to be a part of the package. But IP is very nice, and I decided to also give you that all the Patreon intel to be a part of the Python package. I don't have to do it, but I'm doing it. So show some support, bruv. Shout out to Mr. Josh John for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Is it only Finnish women that grab men out of the club and take them to their crib, or do other women such as Russian or Ukrainian women do it too? Go on, bro.
I would imagine that it's probably only Finnish women. Russian and Ukrainian women, they're kind of like the prize, or they think they are, and I don't know whether they're like that. They may be, but I don't know. I find Russian and Ukrainian women, they seem to be a little bit I don't know. I mean, not like stuck up, but I mean they don't really chase men. And I mean, if you've seen some of the like Russian and Ukrainian women, I don't think that they ever have to chase anyone.
Okay, let me ask you something, brother. Right? Do men grab women out the club and take them to their crib? Does it work that way as well, or the women only do it in Finland, from what you saw and heard?
No, I think women in Finland, they flip the roles on everything, and I mean that would be something that maybe in the West men would try to do, but over there the women do it.
Interesting. Interesting. You can see on the screen the explicit version of this stream is on Patreon right now. Go and check it out so you can hear how freaky, nasty Finnish women are. Not only Finland women, you want to hear how Swedish women get down in the bedroom, how Danish women, Denmark women get down in the bedroom. Have I done Iceland yet? I think I have Iceland on the Patreon. You want to hear that? Go and check it out, brothers, right? There's some freaks. These Scandinavian chicks, they're freaky women, right? They're freaks. They live for it. They apparently, right? Finnish women, Finnish women, sorry, are the horniest women in the world. I'm gonna keep it PG. I don't want to go too deep into it. But I'm on Google right now, and it says here, Finnish women are the horniest woman in the world, bro. Let's keep it a stack, right? We ain't gonna find no low body count woman in Finland. The average woman in Finland has a high body count. I'm gonna say at least 50 bodies for the average woman in Finland, but I'll keep it a stat, bro. I'll keep it a stat. If these women are, it says here, but on Google right now, Finnish women are the horniest woman in the entire world, bro. There are over 190 countries, and Finnish women rank number one. But they got a high body count. They got higher body counts than a football, an American football Super Bowl number, bro. Keep it a stat, bro. Super Bowl score. Let's keep it a stat, bro. So y'all do what you want there. Have your fun there. But for me, they're not going to be wifey, in my opinion. They're going to be in that fun zone where if you're going through a drought, book a ticket. Spend 2 weeks there, run through a bunch of chicks, get back in the West, build yourself up, find wifey in Africa, Asia, or South America. that's how, or Eastern Europe. Keep it stat, bruv. So no callers, brother. Let's give it 5 more minutes and then we'll wrap it up, bro. And then
I would encourage you when you go there to get out in the suburbs. There's a place called Espoo. It's nice, and go to
spell it, please.
ESPOO.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people. A lot of people that work in Helsinki, they live there, and Tampere, and there's a college town. I think it's called Oulu. I don't know how to spell it. I think it's OILUI. I had a friend that went there last year, and they said that was like a really party town because it's a college town. But you know what I plan on doing when I go back is whatever country I go to, I'm going to go to like the second and third largest city as opposed to just going to the biggest city, because you find out that people are a lot friendlier, it's cheaper, and so you know it's a whole different experience.
Okay, awesome, man. Wow, incredible. Finland looking like a spot for brothers to have fun with, to run through chicks, but I wouldn't go there for wifey. And I definitely wouldn't live there. Would you live there, brother, in Finland, despite knowing how cold it is? You know, would you live there in your opinion or no?
No, that's the main thing. It's too cold for me, and the atheism kind of bothers me. And then the other thing is it could be expensive. So I mean, I would rather be someplace that it was a lot cheaper. And then I think in the long run, I mean, would there be really a lot to do? You know, so I would rather be someplace like maybe Prague where I could get to other places and so no, I don't think I could live there. I think for the most part like Finland, I can do 5 days in Finland, and then I'm ready to go to Estonia or someplace like that. You know.
So do you think a week is enough, or is that too much? 5 days minimum is okay in Finland?
Well, I mean, if you did a few days in Helsinki, and then if you went to Tampere, or a few other places, yeah, you could do a week, but I kind of think that after a week you may get kind of bored.
Okay.
But I
So
mean,
so sorry, bro. So I'm looking at some video, right?
mhm.
Uh, Sweating out ex-boyfriends and getting hit with a broom before getting married. What does that even mean? Ex-boyfriend. This is why no, these women they got high body counts, man. These women
Oh,
got high body counts, man. What does that mean? It's sweating out ex-boyfriends. Brothers, if you're thinking about wifing a Finnish chick, can you get back to reality, please? Because I think the whole of Scandinavia is a no-no to find wifey.
yeah.
Um, y'all gotta start thinking with your head and not your little brain down there. I'm looking at a video right now, sweating out ex-boyfriends, right, before getting married. What does that even mean? So essentially, right, does that mean she's gonna speak to all her ex-boyfriends and blah blah blah, which might be 80, 90, and some second wife that up? F that, bruv. F that, man. And that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of y'all love Europe, you love white women, but I'll keep it a stack, right? Like there's a lot of high body count white chicks in Europe, particularly in North Europe, particularly in Western Europe. Like if I was into white women like that, I wouldn't wife up a Western white woman or a Northern white woman. Um, I would, you know, I go for an Eastern European, and if you
Mm,
gotta make that trip to Russia, then make that trip to Russia. If you're gonna make that trip to Ukraine, then make that trip to Ukraine. Okay, Lithuania, um, Bulgaria, you know, Eastern European countries, Hungary, you're gonna find better white women there. Okay, um, you know, because you're playing with fire, man. I know how these white women get down, right? I
mhm.
know how they get down, right? And I just don't want I don't want embarrassment for y'all. I don't want a bunch of dudes be laughing behind your back saying, "Oh man, we ran through her back, man. We had a time with her." Nah, man. That's not happening with me. Frank, you keep trying to get in, bro. It says device is not connected, but I don't know what's going on there, Frank. We waiting on you, bro. I don't know what's going on, fam. Okay, I don't know what's going on there, bro. Can you try and fix it, bro? How long do you have left, Mr. Kevin? Before I let you go, bro.
I can stay all night, but I know you can't.
Yeah, I'm
It's
trying. I'm trying to
almost
get
10 o'clock here.
I'm trying to get this brother Frank in, but um, he's not. Oh, oh, hold on. Sorry. Okay, all right. Okay. Classic live stream. Um, yeah. Okay. All right, brothers. Let's wrap it up, man. So, brothers. Once again, last day to join Python course tomorrow. Only 15 spots left. If you join late, I won't let you in. Okay. Shout out to our guest for coming on here and breaking down this incredible stream. It's Mr. Kevin. Do you have any closing statements, bro? Mr. Kevin, any closing statements, please?
Um, no, I mean, I just encourage you, of course, get your passport, and the winter will be over soon. So about April, that'd be the time to make your move. And also, if you're coming from the U.S., if I was traveling overseas, I would try to at least get on like premium select, because that's a long flight. You don't want to be in economy. So you kind of want to upgrade a little bit, because that's a long flight. I did economy one time, and I even caught COVID, and and I happen to be sitting in the middle of two people, so that's a long flight. But if you upgrade your flight, it's a much better flight. So I would
Wow.
encourage you that.
So Travel
And
King said that I don't go on, carry on.
and also try to stay in Airbnbs because they're a lot better and a lot cheaper. Um, and of course you can have guests. Wherein if you stay in a hotel, you're in trouble.
Guess meaning woman, huh?
Yeah.
You naughty, 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 naughty. All right, Mr. Kevin, thank you, bro. It's been a pleasure sharing having your insight on here. The brother your Travel King says, what he says here, I don't do no economy, not even short trips. Okay, bro, you do business class, bro. You born like that, brother. Awesome, man. Awesome.
Yeah.
Brothers, before I let y'all go, who's into crypto here? Person one in the live stream chat. What coins have you invested in? What coins will you invest in? Break it down for us, bro. Crypto market's going crazy over the past couple of weeks. If you're into any AI coins, any gaming coins, any deepen coins, any sort of coins that are from the ISO 2022, break it down for us in the comments, man. What coins are you into? What's going to be the next 10x, 100x, 1000x in your opinion? Let us know, man, because it's gonna the next year or so, it's gonna pop off, man. And I'm planning a couple crypto streams. We're working on it. Don't worry, we're working on it. So once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I can only speak on what I believe in, what I'm going to speak about. Do your own research, but it's coming. Okay, brothers, me and a couple brothers are working on something, and we're gonna have a lot more streams about crypto coming very soon, and content about crypto, IT, crypto, passport, bro, traveling. That's the way for 2024, man. Freedom. Okay, freedom. Thank you, Kevin. I'm gonna drop you off, bro. Okay, thank you, bro.
All right. You're welcome.
All right. Peace out, bro.
Bye.
Thank you. Bro, give me a second, brother. Jack. Give me a second. Drop the coins, man. Drop the coins, man. So y'all can hear the explicit, X-rated, raw, unfiltered intel in regards to how freaky women in Finland are in the bedroom. That's only on the Patreon. Go and check that out right now. Go and check that out. And while you're dropping your coins, if you have that intel, as you know, deadline to join my upcoming Python course, right, is Sunday, 18th February, 11:59 p.m. EST, Eastern Time Zone. There's only 15 spots left, okay? If you miss out on those 15 spots, you got to wait until the next course later in the year to join the new cohorts of students, okay? So there's only 15 spots left, or is it 14 spots? I don't know. I haven't checked it. But yeah, thank you to our guest. Much appreciated, bro, for a classic live stream. Um, Finnish woman, if if you want to have fun, if you want to, get rid of the dry spell in the West, and the impossible high standards of Western women. We know that Western women, they want a 6'5" guy, 6'8", 8-pack, drive an 8 series, have 8 Teslas, be a director of 8 businesses, all that crazy requirements. Just get your passports, man. Just get your passports, right? And I know, I keep saying that, but passport will give you freedom. You ain't got to deal with these horrible women in the West anymore. Okay, get your passport, get into IT, right? You know, uh, you know, keep well headed, level headed. Believe in yourself, and you gonna make it, man. You gonna make it. Um, you know, um, it's about time for business. It's about time for living abroad, working abroad, finding a conservative woman, potentially a virgin. I want a virgin. Okay, I want a virgin. First and foremost, and many brothers want a virgin, woman that has been touched. Um, Virgin, then low body count chick, right? Extremely low body count. Don't wife up 3 or 4s. Don't wife up high body count chicks. They need to be excluded from your lives, right? Think with your big head and not your small head. All right. Don't deal with high body count women. They're nasty. Okay. They're nasty. All right. Um, you know, don't deal with them. Deal with high value women, conservative women, God fearing women. Okay. Believe right there. I know it's tough right now dating. I know that, you know, the whole game messed up, right? Yesterday's price is not today's price, right? But just believe in believe in that you're gonna break out the matrix. Okay. And how does one break out the matrix? I'm gonna keep telling y'all. Okay. Get into IT, get your passport. Don't date Western women anymore. Don't you know there's only 5 phrases to say to Western women. Nothing more, nothing less. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and goodbye. Okay? That's all you say to Western women. The only time you must communicate with an American woman, English woman, or any other Western woman is at work or customer service. All right? Don't don't talk to them. Don't deal with them. Okay? Don't yeah, cop the merch. There's a merch for it, brothers, as well. Cop the merch, the t-shirt. Um, you know, good morning, good evening, good night. There's a t-shirt for that, brothers. But I'm gonna tell this, brothers, right? Okay. Don't you ever, don't you ever, 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 okay? Don't you ever date a Western woman anymore. Don't you ever. Don't do it. Because I'll tell you this, right? A lot is at stake here. It's war right now. Women in the West are secretly, they're secretly at war with us. Let me sit down here. Okay. Western women are secretly at war with us. They they get us via divorce, via child support, taking our assets, and as Theo says it right, resource transfer. Don't give them the opportunity to do so. Take your time and vet properly with the right woman. Right? Don't be afraid to ask questions that you want to ask. Don't be afraid to tell her about the woman that you want. You know, you need to, and if she ain't the one, move on. Because when you get your passport right and when you start traveling, you have so many options. Forget about one-itis. One-itis doesn't exist when you go abroad. I remember when I was in Japan, right? And I was dealing with this dime chick, right? Dime ethnic Japanese chick. All right. I say minimum 8.5 out of 10. Beautiful chick. However, her personality, the way she saw about life, I didn't like it. So I moved on. But if you were in the West, right, the average guy in the West would actually, you know, they would just take it. They may not agree with her takes on life, her personality, but she's given them play. She's beautiful. Therefore, because the average guy in the West doesn't get woman, he'll take it. He's thinking, you know what? The next time I might get a date might be in 2 years' time. I'm just going to accept her for who she is and whatever. When you go abroad, get rid of that thinking. If the woman ain't right for you, get rid of her. Another chick will come around the corner and she'll be better than that chick you dealt with. There's so much options you're going to have when you're abroad, particularly that you're Western. You're a Western man, you got a Western passport, you're an IT, okay? You have your ish together, all right? You're mature in your looks and your age. Women are going to want that. We know what women want. Whether she's foreign or Western, they want to be, they want a provider and a protector. I'll keep it a stack. That's why you got to have a good job, being IT, and that's what you need when you're abroad. Okay? All women have that mentality. That is their biological makeup. Okay? So when you're in a professional career and she knows that you can provide for her, etc., she gonna be on your program. There'll be no funny business like the women are in the West. Western women, they get a bit of change, a bit of money, and if they feel like they're the best woman of all time. No, you're not. Because one day you're gonna get old. You're gonna lose your looks. You're gonna be nothing. You will be replaced by the next 22-year-old, the next 21-year-old. So humble yourself. Humble yourself. Western women, they're just not humble, and they're gonna learn the hard way. They'll mean mug you. They'll look at you like you ain't nothing. Because what? Because you got long hair. Because you're making money now. Because of feminism. Because the media panders towards you. You won't be beautiful forever. Humble yourself. These women better humble themselves, bruv. Because the more men that wake up, the more men that get their passports, these women are going to realize that it's too late. It's too late to apologize. It's too late. That's why while you're in the West, just build, strategize. What's your 1 year plan? What's your 5 year plan? What's your 10 year plan? Just keep building, keep building. Don't look at them. Don't deal with them. I don't deal with English women. The only time I speak to an English woman is customer service and work. Apart from that, they're not in my life. Okay, she's got to be family, or that's it. If she's not family, I don't want to hear from her. That's how I do with Western women nowadays. Small talk, good morning, and that's it. Small talk, small talk, small talk. I don't want to hear about your flipping day. I don't want to hear about your weekend. Leave me the F alone. Okay? That's how much they annoy me, brothers. That's how much they annoy me. Why? Brothers, time is of the essence here. Time waits for no man. Press a 1 in the live stream chat if my words are getting through to you. Time waits for no man. So don't waste your time and your breath on women that are low value. If you're not wifey, if you're not on my plan, if you're a feminist, if you got a high body count, if you're 3 or 4, ain't nothing to discuss. Ain't nothing to discuss. The time you're spending DMing Western women, right, being on IG and looking up a bunch of chicks that will never piss on you, okay? If you're on fire, you're wasting your time. The time should be spent in IT, crypto, passports, traveling, building wealth. Stop looking at chicks on IG for 5 hours, 2 hours a day. Guess what? You will never smash them. You will never ever date them. They will never respect you, date you, whatever. So why waste your energy? Why? Why waste your energy doing that? Time should be spent. Yesterday, I spent all day researching crypto. All day. You know, I spent all day researching crypto. But the average Western dude in 2024 is spending all day, right? Is spending all day researching on, IG models. All day on IG models. IG models that don't care about you. IG models that will never ever look at your way twice. You can be a guy that wears a suit, that is respectful, that has his ish together, but because you're not 6'8", you're not 6'5", you don't have a Mercedes Benz, you're nothing to these women. It's over in the West. It's imploding before our very eyes. If you're not in the top 5% of men, don't bother with the West. And even if you are in the top 5% of men, why bother? Because those chicks, right, not only are you smashing those chicks, they're also smashing over dudes in that same 5% of men. So you're dealing with 3 or 4s. Most men don't want to date or marry a 3 or 4. God forbid. They don't want loose box. They don't want all that body, all that nastiness, all that bacteria, all that filth, all that baggage. Ugh. We don't want that. And that's why time right now is the most important thing. Time. We will be in March in 2 weeks' time. Just if it feels like yesterday we just started the year. Time is moving fast. Before you know it, we'll be in September. Before you know it, we'll be in 2025. Time waits for no one. There's so much information out there right now. Okay? And you can drown in that information. There's so much on Twitter, on Instagram, on the news. There's wars going on. There's AI stuff going on. There's sports going on. And all these things, right, majority of it are distractions. When you're too deep in worldly affairs, you end up not spending time on personal development. Because you can spend all day, right, reading about, let's say, a celebrity, right? Something big happened, whatever, okay? And that can take you the whole day going through blogs, forums, news, and before you know it, the day ends. And you've done nothing to develop your personal skill set. You've not researched crypto, you've not done IT work, you've not been to the gym. The people that get distracted like that ain't gonna make it. They ain't gonna make it, right? I have been live streaming past midnight for the past 4 or 5 years now. If I had no execution, if I had no structure, if I had no consistency, see, consistency is key here. I would not be here today on the 18th of February at 3:32 a.m. in the UK doing this live stream. I would have given up a long time ago. It takes execution and consistency for me to be doing these streams every week. How many people in the world can do this, right? 5 years straight, past midnight, not afternoon, not evening, but past midnight in the morning. No, a lot of people can't do it, and that's what me and Theo keep saying. Execution and consistency. Execution and consistency is key in the West. When you start something, you finish it. You execute and you're consistent in that manner. I know this is a Finland stream here, but I just want to get brothers, I want to make sure that brothers that the mission, right, right, the mission statement, it's still there. What I set out in the beginning of this year, don't you ever forget that. Don't you ever forget that. It's IT, it's crypto, it's traveling, it's breaking out the matrix, it's finding a wifey, finding a long-term girlfriend, and it's actually doing it. It's doing it. It's doing it. Okay? It's doing it because it just isn't no games up here. Ain't no games. Always forward. I think Finland must be the 80th country I've done. I'm not sure on the stream. Consistency, execution. It takes dedication to do this every week. 2 or 3 streams a week. Plus, on Friday, I was setting up the Python curriculum, right? Again, all that sorted out for where I teach Python next week. And I've got to prepare for the streams, editing as well. I also do studying in the free time, go to the gym, I write. Consistency and execution. Don't get distracted. Keep to the mission. Those who get distracted ain't gonna make it. I also researched crypto all day yesterday, doing my due diligence, researching, getting that intel. Because it's gonna be a big year for crypto. Only a few are gonna make it. Only a few are going to make it. And that's a sad thing. Get your head in the game. Get your head in the game. Get right. Know what you want and work towards it. Bit by bit, day by day, minute by minute, second by second, hour by hour. And before you know it, you've made it. Shout out to Ramel. He's a perfect example. Okay, 2023 was a big year for Ramel. From him booking a IT consultation with me for me to go through his CV. I went through his CV, and then a month or two later, gets his first IT job. He puts his head down. He keeps studying. Okay, he gets more certs. Okay, he gets more experience. He's now within my network getting that crypto knowledge too. He's met other brothers that are giving him crypto knowledge too, IT knowledge too. Now in 2024, he's going to do even greater things this year. Consistency. It started from last year. And last year, some of you brothers didn't do nothing last year. You just went through the waves. You didn't build nothing last year. You didn't work to any goals or objectives last year. You ain't gonna make it. And I'll tell you straight up. I'll tell you straight up, bruv. Only people like Ramel, Demswood, and Demswood, he ain't been on the channel in a minute, Demswood. I hope he's well, but he's probably studying every day, doing great things. That's the kind of brothers I want on this channel, man. Hardworking, intellectual brothers. You know? Are you serious, bro? The 2026 World Cup's going to be in America? Oh, wow. No. No. You know? And shout out to Real Black too, man. You know, shout out to the brother too. I'm sure in his personal time he's studying as well, crypto, the whole 9 yard, building himself up. So as I end this statement here in the last 5-10 minutes, okay, I just want to say, keep on moving forward. Don't get distracted. But we're moving on to March very soon. Now, I'm not saying don't have fun. You can have fun. You can go cinema, listen to music, watch films. But at the end of the day, you know what you got to do. You know what you got to do. Stop being dreamers and start being realers. Right? Start living the life that you dream about. Start living the life that you want to dream about. Look at this, man. Women overseas are begging for American brothers. Don't let them down. Yes, indeed. Don't let them down, brothers. Okay? Even aside from women right, it's the fact that personal development, building yourself up towards greater heights, using information that will change your life. Yeah? That's what I can tell you, brothers. Stick to the mission. Stick to the mission. William, reach out to me on IG, bro. Want to hear about your time in Salvador, Bahia? You know, what's the wave there? That'd be great, bro. I'll put my IG in the live stream chat. If you've been to a country you want to come on the channel for an interview, reach out to me, man. This year I want to do Peru, Paraguay, Uruguay. Okay, I gotta get those countries done, man. You know, so if you've been to a country and you want to come on the channel, even though I've done a country before in the past, Japan, South Korea, I don't care. All right, send me a DM on IG. All right, but if you've also been to Peru, New Zealand, Uruguay, Paraguay, you know, what else? What else? Iraq, Iran, you know, Lebanon, you know, reach out to me on IG, man. Reach out to me on IG. So incredible live stream. Okay. I never thought I'd ever do Finland on the channel, but I think 2024 is going to break records for all of us. It's going to be the best year of our lives so far. Can you press a 2? Press a 2 in the live stream chat if you believe that 2024 is going to be the best year of your life so far. Press a 2 in the live stream chat. Everyone should press a 2. We have over 100 people watching. I should see 100 twos. I should see 100 twos. I should see 100 twos. No joke. Right? If you're in press a 2, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. You know? I should see 100 twos. make sure you go and join the Reddit page, Passport Bros on top over here. Go and join the Reddit, Passport Bros on top. See that over there? Go and join it, man. Be a part of the community, create a Reddit account, go and join it, man. Go and join it. There's also a Discord too. Go and join it, man. Go and join it. You know, there'll be a day where I'm gonna stop doing streams. I just want to relax with my beautiful foreign girlfriend or wife and just chill out. There'll be no time for streams, man. There'll be no time. So while I'm still here, enjoy it, man, because it's been a long time that I've been doing this. It's been a long time that I've been doing this, man. You know, there'll be a time where I'm just tired. I need to have a break. It's not easy streaming past midnight 3 times a week for the past 5 years. Ain't easy, man. Okay. So keep the faith. Keep the faith. Keep the faith, man. Consistency, execution, believing in yourself. See, I didn't see 102s. That's what I'm saying. We got over 94 people and only 20 people wrote 2s. That's what I'm saying, bruv. You know, and that tells it all. That tells it all. Or only a few people gonna make it. That tells it all. That tells it all. That tells it all. Tells it all, man. All right, man. So I'm gonna wrap it up, man. I've got a lot of things to do in the morning. Gotta be awake in 4 hours from now. Been a pleasure. No more callers, Nuruddin. Sorry, bro. I'm tired. Sorry, bro. I'm super tired. I'm gonna wrap it up. Get some sleep, and the grind don't stop. The grind don't stop. It's you know, it's gonna be just yeah. Yeah. Brothers, peace out. Have a great Sunday ahead. Those in that put their spot in the Python course, I'm gonna see y'all next week. Looking forward to class. There'll be more. Be on the lookout on your Patreon DMs. There'll be more intel, more info coming on the Python classes via the Patreon. Just be on the lookout on your Patreon DMs. And yeah, I'm gonna see y'all soon, man. Salute. Thank you, brothers. Peace out. Much appreciated.